Hi everyone, welcome to Big Direction. We believe on reshaping the tradition of learning. Let us start with class 10, chapter number 9, carbon and its compound. As you can see that in the background picture I had used diamond. Why I am using this diamond? So the diamond is nothing but made up by diamond is very expensive object. So this diamond, how this diamond made? This diamond is made up by carbon. It is a compound of carbon. That's why I used as a background picture. Let us understand few things about carbon. So the first thing, what are carbon? What do you mean by carbon? So if you see in this picture, you can see that there is a leaf, and on that leaf there is an insect. So this insect and this leaf, this both thing have carbon in it. And if you see dog, dog is also have carbon in his body. If you take example of human being, the human being is also made up by carbon. And if you take the example of aquatic animal, so that are also made up by carbon. And if you conclude all this picture, and if you conclude, so we can say that every organism which are on the earth, everything is made up by carbon. But still we don't have the proper answer what are carbon. But we know that every organism and every living thing on the earth is made up by carbon. So carbon is very essential thing. Now let us discuss few things which can define carbon. So basically carbon is a chemical element, and there are 118 chemical element on the earth, if you know, and all are arranged in this form in the periodic table. So from them, your carbon is in the group 14. As you can see here, this is your carbon. It is belong to group 14 into your periodic table. And your carbon having atomic number 6. Now what does it mean? Atomic number 6 means what? You know the atomic structure. Your atomic structure have nucleus, and around this nucleus you have shell, and in this shell you have electrons. So atomic number 6, it means that your electrons are placed somewhere somewhat like this. 2 electrons here and 4 is here. I hope this all you know, because this all you have in your lower standard atomic structure. So this will be a atomic structure of carbon. And as you can see that there is a 6 electron, and this is how they arrange in the atom. So there are 6 proton and 6 electron. So that's why the atomic number is also 6. Now, if you see that, as I said, every organism on the earth is made up by carbon, but apart from that, your earth crust, the earth layer, the first layer of the earth, you can say that the earth crust is also has carbon 0.02% in the form of mineral, in the form of fossil fuels and other. And the atmospheres around earth also have carbon 0.03%, and it is in the form of carbon dioxide. So this is all about carbon. I hope uh, you know most of the things. Now let us understand the some characteristics of the carbon. So the first characteristics of carbon is nothing but, you can say this is the atomic structure of carbon. Now if you see that there are 4 electrons in the outermost shell, and if you know the free electrons in the outermost shell is responsible for the electricity, we did in our lower standard. The free electron in the outermost shell is responsible for the electricity. Now, if you see the carbon atomic structure, there are 4 electrons, and this electron are not free. If this electron will move here, then this will resist him. If this electron, and if it want to move here, then this will resist him. So like that, all electrons are resisting each other. So it means that here the electrons are not free to move. And if the electrons are not free to move, it means that your carbon will never ever conduct electricity. So the first characteristics of carbon is it is a poor conductor of electricity because the carbon don't have free electron. Now the second, now the video is not proper, but you see that your this is the diamond, and we are trying to break this diamond. We are trying to melt this diamond, and it is not easy to break, yeah, this diamond with the very low temperature. You need very high temperature to melt the diamond and to break the diamond. So it means that the melting point is very low. The carbon will never melt at 400, 300 degrees Celsius temperature. It will have very high temperature to melt that carbon. So that's why the melting point is very low. Now the next one, the last characteristics of carbon, as you can see that it is pencil lead, right? Now if you take this pencil lead and if you try to boil this pencil, then what do you think that it will soluble in the water? But obviously not. It means that your carbon have very low boiling point too. It will not easily boil. So these are the three characteristics of carbon. Please do remember. The first is poor conductor of electricity. Second, melting point is very low. It will never melt easily. Third is boiling point is also very low because it will never boil easily. Now let us have some properties of carbon which carbon have. So the first property, as I said, it is a poor conductor of electricity. So most of the carbon compound are poor conductor of electricity. Now, if we know the structure of carbon, so as I said, there are 6 protons and there are 6 electrons, and even electrons are also 6, right? So you can see that you have SPDF. These are the shell surrounded by the nucleus. So if you know, your S shell have capacity to hold 2 electrons. Your P shell have capacity to hold 8 electrons. Your D have 18 and your F also have 18. Now, if you see that carbon have 6 electrons, then all the 6 electrons are occupied in the shell like this. So the first shell, S shell, is totally occupied. Now there is no space to put any extra electron. Now if you see the P shell, there are 8 electrons. The capacity of this P shell is 8, but we have only 4 electrons. Now, this carbon have very unique property. This carbon cannot share this 4 electron and cannot lose also. If it will gain 4 electron just to fulfill this shell, if it will gain this electron, then electrons are negative charge particle. So what the carbon have, they have, if it will gain 4 electron, then it will gain minus 4 charges, and that's why this property is known as anion, which means that your carbon is converting them into the anion. But It would not possible. It will not possible. We cannot. This carbon compound is not hold extra fourth electron, because if we want to hold extra fourth electron, we need extra four proton too. So it is not possible. So it's mean that it cannot gain four electron, and it, or else if it is gained, then it can make it them to anion. So if your carbon will gain four electron, it's mean that it is converting himself into the anion. Anion means getting extra four negative charge. You can say that getting extra negative charge. Now, the next property of carbon is, as I said, the carbon have four electron, so they cannot lose and they cannot gain. So here, if they lose their four electron, if they lose this four electron, it means that now they have extra plus four ion, extra four electrons. Now again, it is very difficult to break this shell because they are very tightly arranged. You cannot break this shell. So you need high amount of energy to remove this electron from the shell. So again, this is also not possible. But obvious, if it will lose, if it will lose four electron, it means that it is going into the cation process. So whenever the loss of electron happen in the carbon, it means that carbon is getting cation. And if there will be a gain of electrons in the carbon, it means that they are going in anion condition. So these are the two properties of carbon. Please do remember. Today we are finishing here. I hope you understood something about carbon. I hope you liked it. Let's have questions based on the lecture. So the first question is, how much carbon does Earth crust has? So it is nothing but 0.02%, if you remember. Now, please take it as homework. Give the example of carbon present in day-to-day life. So take it as example, and in the next lecture, we will going to discuss this. I hope you understood the lecture. So see you again. Thank you.